Hey, look out. It's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
Juan Devevo from Mercy Me right there. And
Yes.
I can only imagine that he's doing the weather right before we go live on the air. He's a meteorologist at heart and also a comedian. No, not really. He's with casting. Help me, Dan. Casting
Pearls, casting crowns. Crowns, that's it. Yes. Casting fish nets.
Yeah, don't cast your swine before.
There you go.
Pearls or pearl, whatever. Yeah, he's a guitarist extraordinaire, according to the banner there.
Hence, look in the back there, leaning against the bed, or is that on stand? It's just really close to the bed.
It's just leaning. Professional guitarists don't need stands.
We
know how to lean our guitars. No, that's like you're not supposed to do that. Don't do that.
The guitar is holding the bed up, isn't it? I mean, if you take that down.
Now, I can't read it from here because I'm over in Walton County and you're where you are. But is that a Strat? What is that?
Oh, you know what? I guess since you're asking, Fender just sent me. It's an Acoustamatic.
Oh my gracious!
So it's got an electric pickup and a piezo, so you can do both. It's both of them. So,
Acoustamatic. That's interesting.
Now,
doesn't that sound like a type of mattress?
Yeah.
Right.
The new Acoustamatic mattress.
Yeah. See, doesn't it sound? Yeah. I don't know if you want a mattress that emphasizes sound.
Probably not. No.
You could try that, and then the next time we have you on the show, we'll just interview you about how your night's sleep is on that thing.
Mine would be fine. It's the wife that I'm worried. Sound-making mattress.
And Joanne's wife plays the what is that?
What is that thing that
violin? You want to know a funny story? Is that for the first 3 or 4 years, when we'd meet people after the show, everybody would do that. They'd be like, "Hey, that was a good tie that you did on the." They didn't know. Should I say violin or fiddle?
Fiddle.
Always clog in their brains, and they would just do this.
And
she would say violin, yes. Yeah. And so Hector, who used to play guitar for us, he's a worship pastor now. He made her a T-shirt of a person saying, "Hey, I like the way you play the."
That's because people don't want to, come across as like a hick by saying fiddle if it's not fiddle, I guess. But
I won't say fiddle, but
you could find words. It could be a fiddle and a what? What would be the other
violin,
viola. Well, viola's bigger, I guess, isn't it?
It's like spork. It's like the spork of.
Yeah,
hey, sporks are very handy. Okay, let's not knock on sporks.
Hey, after shows now, if they used to do that to Melody, did they or do they come up to you and then they go, "Hey, did they?"
So the question I would get was, I would be at the end of the table. And they'd go, "And what did you do in the band?" This is after the concerts. And my follow-up question was usually, were you guys facing the stage or were you just looking the other way? They don't like me so well.
You're the guitar tech. That's get no love.
Yeah,
I'm the spare guitarist. That's what I do.
The spare guitarist.
Yeah, in case the other one goes flat.
Funny.
And there's a backup.
Just throw you on real quick and keep going.
Back to that guitar before we get into serious stuff.
Oh, okay.
Now, is that just a loaner, or did they say, "Hey, here now you got to talk about it"? What's the deal with it?
I literally just fulfilled my obligation. Now I get to keep it as long as I just showed it to somebody and said, "Hey, this is the new guitar from Fender." And
well, there you go.
I really did.
I'm glad we could be your whatever, I guess.
Still my contractual obligation. No, I'm going to play it. We rolled in this morning. I walked into the house. There was a big box, and I opened it, and it was there. And I've been playing it, waiting on you guys.
Yeah. How does it sound?
It's really good acoustic. I mean, it's like it's not as loud as an acoustic guitar, but it sounds like one. And it's really. I'll tell you later. I'll check me out on social media on Instagram.
Now, are you in the band? Were you up there on stage?
Yes, I play guitar.
Okay, good.
If you're ever at a Casting Crowns show, look slightly to the right. Just look over there. There's Mark. There's a really attractive lady, and then I'm way over there. Wait,
is that the really attractive lady that just snuck in behind you back there? Or
did
somebody just opened the door and peeked in on you?
Oh yeah, that's Melody.
That's Melody. Hi, Melody.
Well, that's funny because anytime I watch Casting Crowns on stage, I always look left. That's the natural inclination of fans.
Yeah, it's the well, that's the way that you're. You know, you're you want to look away from me because all the just the rock and roll that's just oozing off of me. It just kind of forces, like, magnets when they have the polar opposites are kind of. So you guys are like, I can't force myself to look at it straight on.
Yeah. Now, being a drummer, I say nobody ever looks at the drummer unless we just happen to be doing a solo. Yeah.
I figure, like, to me, the hierarchy is lead singer, lead guitar, and then drummer is like the next down.
See, I figure people just look at the drummer and go, he's crazy. He's making weird faces. They make drummer faces.
The bass player gets no respect. And rhythm guitar, they're like, why do you need a rhythm guitar?
Yeah. Who knows the guy's name from Aerosmith that's not Joe Perry? They got a rhythm guitar player. Nobody knows that guy's name.
Joey Kramer was it Kramer that was the drummer? Joey Kramer was the drummer, I think.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know who it is.
See?
I only know Steven Tyler, so that's.
It doesn't help that I look like a crew guy too. I just look like a normal Joe off the street.
Which leads me to this question, Dan. Why do we have Juan on the show?
Because Juwan's hilarious and we love him, and he's the greatest member of Casting Crowns. Hello.
I was going to say everybody else was busy. I'm the only one actually available for interviews.
No, we love us some Juwan.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I thought you were on tour, but you said because of you were doing your meteorologist shtick there, and you said, how was that? You were kind of doing the over here and then
hurricane.
Oh yeah, we got the hurricane. So we're doing shows in Tennessee, and there's a hurricane coming through there.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is now. Is it a tropical storm?
Probably more of a tropical depression or something. Yeah.
I'm using all my terminology now. Obviously, I'm on top of things. You said you just built me up as a meteorologist. I'm like, I don't even know. What is it now? Is it something? Is it tropical depression? And then it just turns into a bunch of tornadoes. But that's okay. You can,
everybody's had a tornado in their life. Come on.
Those are tiny hurricanes.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're going, instead of going, you're supposed to be there already, but you're going, what'd you say, Sunday or Saturday? When you're going?
Yeah, we're going to be there. We're going to be in Camden Saturday. You know what? I should really be prepared for this, but I know we're going to be we're going to be around the Nashville area, two shows around the Nashville. One of them is Camden and one of them of Nashville. But the thing is, we're doing drive-in tours.
Right.
And there's no drive-ins like in a metropolitan area. It's always out in the middle of it. Like in Florida, we would always have to drive like through a trailer park to get to the drive-in.
Oh. So do you hear banjos as you're driving to the...
we haven't been that far out. Actually, no, last night. Okay, so last night they told us we can't turn the sound system up too much because the farmer said that the last concert that they had caused a cow stampede and they broke the fence. That's the kind of that's the kind of area that we're having the concerts in. But come out and see us. That's why I like people have been coming out, even though they don't live there.
Yeah,
man.
The farmers are dealing with it. They're tolerating us, so we appreciate.
Now that's a party. If you make the cow stampede, that is a party right there.
Yeah. See, I thought that would be cool, but they didn't like that idea. So
I worked at an FM station it was in a cornfield actually, and we had a lot of farmers around. We had a farmer that used to call up and he said, "Hey, I love your music. It makes my cows give more milk." And yeah, I think he was a little cracked, but
was there a particular song that he feels like?
Just the entire playlist is just what we, he didn't say that the guys on the air speaking did anything for the cows, but it was the music that produced more milk. Now, I don't know if that was, I'm thinking.
He was calling in going, can you guys just stop talking? Just play more music. Can we have a rock block?
Hey, will you play Freebird and just get it over with?
Yeah. I got a quota to meet today, fellas.
Freebird.
Hey, since this whole 2020 has been, what would you call it? You've had to adjust. It's been adjustable. It's been strange. It's been odd. Will it go down in Casting Crowns history as this is when we had to stretch, or Lord, I'm so glad it's 21-21. Well, I mean 2021.
21-21. Wow. That's skipping far ahead.
Let's go to 25-25. If man is still alive.
Skip a century.
Yeah. Zachary Evans, thank you.
We've been really blessed. I mean, so for us, we all kind of got to stay home. We were on the road, so we feel more for the fans than we do for us, because it was like we were touring, and then it was like, oh, hey, you guys take a vacation for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then, we got to a certain point. We're like, hey, can we start doing concerts again? Especially because some of our crew gets paid, because that's how they get their money, is when we do concerts. So just the fact that we've actually gotten to go out and do concerts, and then there's people that can come to do these things to keep it to sustaining, that we just love that people are coming out there and supporting it, and that we're able to do that for these people, especially like you said, since the year's so odd, just to be able to go out and tell people about Jesus and encourage people who already believe in him, and just say, hey, it's still, we're still together.
Yeah.
Like that. So
That's
connect
so
is awesome.
Now, have your kids asked if y'all could go back out on tour because they're tired of you being home telling dad jokes, or are they okay with it?
Can we please go out? Yeah, they only get the break from me when we're out on the road. But no, what's funny is we started homeschool, and that to them, I mean, we've always been homeschooling. So to them, they don't know. I don't even know if they know there's a pandemic going on. All they know is we got extra math today.
Oh boy, that's always fun.
Juan Devevo, comedian, and he plays some kind of instrument in Casting Crowns. He's usually to the right, but we all focus to the left. His wife is Melody, and I love the picture in which I put that on Facebook that you guys put together. Was that a Nolan Mills moment on your Facebook, or did somebody say, "Hey, be still"?
They took on the Crowns. I didn't see it.
Guys, on Facebook, you and your dog.
Okay, yeah, that's so weird. Facebook's so weird because I had just recently friended somebody, and they went and looked at my profile picture from like a year ago and commented on it, and then it pops up on everybody's timeline.
Yeah, right.
So people started commenting on it, but it was we were out on the road, and we had a day off in the West, and they have such good trees out there, so we found a good place with trees. And Mark's daughter takes pictures, so we kind of took her out there and paid her to take pictures of the family. And I wish it was Olin Mills.
Are they even still around, Olin Mills?
I miss those backgrounds, like the marbly backgrounds, and you don't really know what it is. It's like a dark cloud or something.
Yeah,
but
in the matching suits and ties and that kind of thing.
And the poses.
Yeah, well, see, back then you could just go into a room.
Yeah,
and they would pull down a random background, but then nowadays you got to go find a place.
You actually have to be on the beach. Have a pull down.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of our engagement photos. So back in the '90s when me and my wife got engaged, it was a thing to go out on the beach, and so everybody was in white shirts and khakis.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's like these huge, beautiful photographs. I was like, Melody, can we do our engagement photos again? I know we're a little bit older, but everybody had khakis and white. So we had jeans. So we were wearing white shirts and jeans. So we matched.
Back in the day. Hey, we're talking with Juan Devevo. We're going to talk in a second about comedy and what's going on there, what he's got brewing up inside that mind of his. You can follow Juan on the Facebook page there. Make sure you comment on a newer picture, not on the old picture. Trying to get rid of the older pictures. Where else can they follow you, Juan?
I'm on the Instagrams, and I think that's JG Devevo, at JG Devevo.
On the Instagram?
If you can spell such a thing. Devevo. Oh, it's on my screen. It's just my first, middle initial, and last name. And then on Twitter, I'm at 6 string hero. And so that sounds a little 6-string hero sounds a little narcissistic, but that's a holdover from my AOL Instant Messenger days.
Wow.
I was like, I wonder if they have this, and it was just you just pick the name and you go, I don't know if this will stick or if somebody else has it, and I just kind of there you go.
There you go.
I probably post more on Twitter than I do on Instagram. I should post more pictures.
Yeah,
newer pictures, like Rick says.
Newer pictures, not from a year ago. Yeah.
Juan Devevo, the rhythm guitarist of Casting Crowns. You've probably seen him, maybe not, because he's to the right, but
to the right, not to the left.
Dark outside of the lighting.
Do amazing things as well. Juan, let's talk a little bit about comedy. Are you still working with Whit? I tried to get Whit. I think he's a little busy, but I tried to get Whit on with you. Not that you can't hold your own, but when you guys were together, it was a scream. And I would like to do that again. But what have you got brewing on your end as far as comedy?
So Fish Sticks comedy is improv comedy, and so with the pandemic, improv was one of those things that got affected because you got to do improv in person. So he started doing improv online, and we found some games we could play that worked. So now we do twice a month, open to the public. Anytime, if you see that, look on you'll see some shows that come up.
Oh, there. Okay.
Am I freezing?
You froze for a second, but you're back now. So
I'm out in the country too. Did I mention I have bad internet?
Tell the donkey to run faster to make the power go more.
Do you guys catch the Facebook thing? Yeah. So Facebook Fish Sticks Comedy, and go check out. So it's twice a month we do online improv shows, and they're going really good. It's really hard when you're used to seeing people in person and you react to the crowd and stuff, and you react to each other. That's the other part. Improv is like a teamwork thing, so we're barely being able to see each other. So we got some games that work really well, and that's twice a week. And then we get some shows that private shows that we get to do with that too. So that's been fun. Stand-up comedy is not happening just yet. Some guys are getting to do it. Cyrus, do you guys have Cyrus?
Yeah, we love Cyrus Steele. Yeah,
Kristen Weber just went out and she's starting to do some stuff.
Right. Kristen was on yesterday.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then Ed Wiley, he's gonna have a show in October and stuff like that. So the guys are starting to get out a little bit more. Good. That's awesome.
Now, but with Fish Sticks and improv, you're really working off of somebody, but doing it online, there's the delay. It seems like it'd be hard to do that way.
So I'm the only one that has a delay. We figured out it's like a 3 second delay.
Oh wow!
So like right now we're doing pretty good. It's all right. But then when they do, there's a thing called story, and he has a number, and then you have to pick up where the other person left off. So so when he turns my number, I go. The old days when they used to do the reporter, reporting via satellite. Yeah, I should probably just do that. Just always pretend like I'm
that's right, Whit. Yes.
Go ahead. One more thing too. On Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, I do it's called the Starving Comics Quarantine Show with John Branyan and another comedian named Brian April.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that pretty consistently. So you can check that out. That's on YouTube. Check out John Branyan's Facebook page, and he's getting to do a show. What's funny is we've been doing it every Sunday night. He's going to go do a show on Sunday, so he can't do the live show. So he's going to kind of report in with his phone, and then I'm going to be doing a show on Sunday night. So we're going to be like, on the field reporters kind of thing, and Brian's going to be all by himself. So tune into that.
Brian.
Live show. You never know what's going to happen on that.
Now, what is that called again?
Starving Comics Quarantine Show. It's a bit of a mouthful, but
yeah. But are you starving?
I'm there as a support, so I'm supporting the starving comics.
I got you.
I don't know if you can look at me and tell that I'm not starving.
You're looking very thin, actually.
Yeah.
Juan Devevo, Casting Crowns, and comedian. So you're doing the drive-in things now. Now, are you taking that a step at a time, or do they already have stuff planned to the first of the year, or what's going on musically with all of you?
He put Robin chimed in with butter. I had a tweet this morning about
a twit.
A twit. I twitted.
You tweeted about butter?
Well, I did. I had a typo, and I hate when you try to write a joke and then you go send, and you read it later and you go, oh, that really ruined it. So I was like, been doing a lot of typos lately. I'll try to do butter.
I got you.
So. But on the drive-ins, we got that booked up till October. So go check out castingcrowns.com and see if we're not near you, but close enough to drive, because those drive-in theaters, man, I don't know why they put them out. So I guess you got to have enough property.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of cars.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to have a wide open space. There's usually a cornfield, or like we said, cows nearby. And that's just because they usually buy
inside the city, to have that much space, you got to have a lot of money, I guess. And
you're true.
Nobody wants to do that.
You do it at the top of a parking garage. Nobody's done
that. See, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think back in the day, at least I know for Atlanta, it wasn't so huge. And so the drive-ins were more popular, of course, and then they were closer to the city because everybody lived there. So they just drive down the street and go to the drive-ins. But, Then
What was the name of the drive-in that you used to go to?
we used to go to the one in Lakewood, which is where they have is it still the
The
Lakewood?
amphitheater. They've changed the name like 5 times now.
High Five Eyes, and then it was like
Yeah, it's something else now. We drove down to the airport the other day, and it's another name now. So who knows?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I know there was a Lakewood Theater, but that I believe that was the spot that we used to go because we lived on that part of town. But I mean, yeah, that was really cool. I love your form of your comedy because it's not, even though you probably do in a sense rehearse it, but I think it's all in your head and in your heart. And then the way you flow to me, it's just like in conversation or in the moment. I guess it would be improv comedy, but to me that's just me talking. That's the most enjoyable for me. I think that's just brilliant.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Your favorite comment, we've probably talked about this before, but I can't remember because I'm 60 now. Who's your favorite comedy right now? Your comic right now?
Okay. See, that's a good question because everybody goes, what's your favorite blank? And you're like, well, I go through different phases, but really, he's not a Christian, but Paul F. Tompkins is he's not a blue comedian. He'll use words sometimes, but the way he looks at things, man, and he does do that. He'll like riff on stuff for a while.
But, who's that? I missed the name. Who'd you say?
Paul F. Tompkins.
Paul F.
My favorite. And
Okay.
then Dimitri Martin's a good one. Nate Bargatze is a great comedian. Obviously, I'm trying to go beneath the surface because I didn't want to go Jim Gaffigan, Brian Regan.
Right.
Everybody knows those guys. But,
see, now you're speaking people that I know, Jim Gaffigan and Brian Regan. Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Go check those guys out if you don't know.
I love Regan. In fact, we were going to go see him before COVID because he was at either the Buckhead Theater or Fox. I can't remember. And for 3 or 4 nights, and then he had to reschedule, and we got caught up. Someday that's going to be Juan Devevo, and we're going to say, remember, Dan, when we had Juan on the show before he hit the Fox? 4 nights with Juan. What would we call that? What would be on the marquee, Juan?
Well, I'll be on the Dad Jokes tour at that point. Actually, me and Ed were talking about touring together and having like the Weird Beard tour or something. We almost look like twins with that gray, long beards. He's way more well-groomed than I am, though, because I'm usually like wild hair and stuff, and he's really well taken care of. I'm just like, beard's going off in different directions.
I think somebody called me the Unabomber. Who was that? They called me
Unabomber. Who was that? It was somebody yesterday. I don't remember. Somebody yesterday called you the Unabomber.
Don't you have to have a hoodie and aviator sunglasses? And
I think it was Bone Hampton that called you the Unabomber.
It was Bone Hampton that called me. Anyway.
That's not respectful.
Yeah. Juan Devevo. Juan, we got to take a break. We appreciate your time. Hope you have a great time on the road. I know you do. Blessings to your kids and Melody. And we appreciate all that you do, of course, the comedy, but the ministry, because that's where your heart is. Yeah, and thank you so much for continuing to tell people about Jesus and loving on people. Hey,
since you play guitar, you should get on stage every once in a while and play with a band or something. That'd be good.
They may let me on and help them out.
Hey, next time, play your new guitar for us on the show. We'll do something.
Yeah,
you have a request for a song. It's just do Freebird. Yeah.
I'm gonna
go to heaven.
I want to hear Freebird by Juan Devevo. That's it. Okay.
Okay, definitely.
We'll do that next time. Hey, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.